fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. Texas. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. The Wolverines' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Looking to move it through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis, big shot.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He's an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Handoff to the lone back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27.
With the carry.
1.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up to the...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To the air on first down. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're still early in this ballgame, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. On the move, it's Ellington. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Meadows. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? They move the tight end all over. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on second down. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. And more yards after contact. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. On the ready.
Going to drive this defensive coordinator. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a game of pleasant film session.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an
touchdown, Texas! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have